Come back. I was stuck in the effect. And my response was to the effect. Do you see what I'm saying? This is how we respond in life. All our responses are on the basis of the effect. My questioning to him, calm your kids down. It was my response to the effect. I was caught in the effect, in the drama of the effect. Isn't it? The cause is so greater. And I just looked at him and I said, I'm so sorry. Let me help you. You'll never understand the cause. That is why don't see intentions. Mountain to a mustard. Do you get it? So, as a result of this, so the space, so first which affects is cosmos. The vibrations of planets make you behave. When there is full moon, what happens to you? Emotionally too charged, isn't it? Why? The body is 60-70% water, and moon affects water. When there is full moon, there is high tide. So there is high tide in our system also, and you feel so emotional. Suddenly around the 27th, 28th, you find your wife fighting with you a little more, your husband being a bit more annoyed. And you think, come on, are you going to change or not? I'm fed up of you. Enough. I can't take this anymore. We're stuck in the effect. Look at, the cosmos is doing something to everyone at that time. So being aware, cosmology, will keep your enthusiasm at all times. You will not be touched, you will not be shaken. So first is cosmos. Second is companionship and space. If you've interacted with someone for 1 hour, 2 hours, you will absorb some of their influence will be there in your behavior also. And you go to someone else, you will almost talk. Most art of living teachers are accused of imitating Guruji. And I tell you, it is not the case. They are not imitating Guruji. Because we think about him so often. Always he's in our mind. Naturally it comes out like that. People have influence on you. Do you see what I'm saying? They talk like that. Some teachers go ahead and wear a long mala. It's the influence of people. Doesn't matter positive or negative, but can you see this relationship? Some teachers or some people do a lot of things. They almost talk like Guruji. When they talk, you will feel as Guruji is talking himself. It's not that they're trying to do something. Being in that space of that person, in their mind or in physical, it has an influence on you, isn't it? See, most grandchildren will act like the grandparents. When they grow up, they say, you are absolutely like your father. You are absolutely like your grandfather. Why? The influence of people gets absorbed into our consciousness. That also has an effect. And then space also. You go into some space, you carry that energy of that space into come to something else. That is why Guruji so cleverly said, he said, rest before any activity brings clarity. And rest after every activity brings contentment. You know why? Because when you rest before an activity, then you are releasing all the impressions or influence of space and people. So you are free in your mind, and hence you have the clarity. and you rest after an activity that brings contentment, because all the influences that you have gathered all day, you come back home in the evening and shed it all out in your meditation. You relax, let go everything. So you are clean again. That protects your enthusiasm. Morning sadhana, evening sadhana. Morning sadhana, evening sadhana. Before activity, you do sadhana. You become centered because you're free. No impressions, no influence. And I tell you, Guruji has also said the consciousness is far more powerful than the planets also and their effects. That is why when you do your sadhana in the morning, you're influencing backward the whole of the cosmos. And hence those who are on the path, they have less dreadful experiences. Even if some very deep experience come, they come out of it so strong. They come out with such progress from that horrible mess also. Isn't it? Still remember, a few years ago I had an income tax, you both know that. I had a very big income tax, what do you call that? Right. Investigation. They wanted my few years of every single transaction. What I've spent where, what I've done and all those things. Somebody complained jealousy. I had some, an anonymous complaint that I have more wealth than what I earn. Of course I have much more wealth than what I earn. We have the master. I have not earned that much, but he is giving me all his grace. I had a massive income tax rate. In the few first days, I was actually shivering and shaking. Because I've not had this ever in my life. And I'm a simple man. I just go to work and make some money. And I have my guru which takes care of my needs. And then, now I'm saying it now because, you learn from your own experiences. That bad experience, so much of stress, so much of tension for 3 months, scavenging through every detail. My God, unimaginable. And at the end of it, they've sent me a few £1,000 back. Saying that thank you so much for cooperating with us in the investigation. You have overpaid your taxes over the last 3 years. There's some error in my tax code, and hence for the last 2 years or 3 years I have paid excessive tax. A few £1,000 check came back in the post. Even if you are put in a horrible, horrible situation, you know that is going to take you up to that level where you need to be, which the Master has envisioned for you. Whether you are in Indonesia or in India or in Japan or in UK or US, He knows what is best for you, which experience will teach you what He needs for you to learn to serve mankind, to serve the humanity. The only thing the Master is doing is finding ways, giving you experiences to strengthen your consciousness to an extent that when time is right, you're able to take such big responsibility.